Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. I know my robe is wrinkly, don't worry about it. We're gonna do a What's Your Calling reading. So, I haven't done one in a minute. If you're new here for What's Your Calling, these are to help you and support you to step into your passions, reconnecting with who you are. Especially before everyone told you who you needed to be, what you needed to do, the shoes you needed to fill that were never yours, getting Cinderella. So yeah, these are meant to support people who want to leave their corporate or capitalist oppressive jobs, careers, and start something a little bit more heart-centered or heart-led, soul-fulfilling lifestyles. I usually do 10 of these. What are we at? 1, 2, 3. We're at 7, so 3 more. Oh, 8. 2 more. Oh good, we're getting a lot of new stuff for this one. A lot of these readings are very similar to each other, so find the one that resonates for you. I've been doing them weekly since like fall, bi-weekly or whatever. I do them when I feel like it, okay? Alright, we're gonna start. Leadership. Take charge of this situation. Alright, nothing to it but to do it, bro. Okay? Body work. Your life's purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. It can be other things besides that as well. It could be cosmetology, it could be nails, it could be whatever, okay? It could be shaking your booty on a pole, too. That considers body work, whatever you need to do. Alright, you're embarking upon career change, excuse me. You're embarking upon a career change, or a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So stay focused on this shift. You are being supported. Healer, you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. Doesn't necessarily mean medical field, which is what the picture is giving. You could be a healer like me that's pretty anti-medical and more holistic, or natural, which they call alternative. We all need to embody alternatives to this system. Okay, time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Whoever is watching this, you are very much, it feels like you are being very stubborn with the signs and synchronicities that you are getting from your guides, or God, or whatever you believe. Feels like they've been telling you to get the fuck out of whatever you're in for a minute. Author, you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. I think in this time of book burning and AI, you might also want to think about just sharing your story in other platforms, like social media platforms, like for instance YouTube, or other ways. If you want to write a book, fine, do that. But don't hold yourself back because you don't have the capacity to write it right now. Think of other ways to navigate through that. When I started Storytime here on YouTube, I was like, oh, Storytime is going to be my book. And I'm going to have like my book written, and then I'm going to have like the link, and people are going to be able to like watch the story about. No, I'm not writing a book. Not now. So I get it if you don't feel like that. Okay, practice. Polish your skills by practicing them regularly. Nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. You can come to my house. I don't cook. Sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. if that's you, be very careful about um, what you're taking in from what's going on in the world. Make sure you have some outlets to release that, but so you don't go crazy, like legit. Okay, if your sensitivity is impacting your daily life instead of doing medication, take a step back from some of the things that are causing you anxiety, like world news perhaps, or interacting with a particular person. Avoid that at all costs, okay? I don't know why I was called to say that. I don't usually come in with things like that, but I'm a highly sensitive person as well. So just take care of yourself. Take extra care of yourself. Flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. When this card comes out, I always say it's not necessarily just flowers. It could be plants of any sort. Perhaps you have a knack for villainous means. I'm thinking of these people on TikTok with this death garden or like a poison garden. I don't know why that's coming through. Either way, herbs, plants in general, gardening, farming, not just flowers. Could be flowers, but I think the more we allow things to be open-ended, the better people will be able to find a knack, right? So, chill. But yeah, there's some sort of leadership and change here. Lots of healing. Got this. Can I get some cards or what? These are the sacred rebels. They're going to tell us about some things that we can either focus on or beware of. Introspection. I'd like 5, please. That's 1. I'm running out of time until my son wakes up. So I'm just going to shuffle these and pick them. To get interrupted. Okay, so we have we are adults here and everyone has a butt, so when I show you these images you can giggle, but you really don't need to. What do you feel? So this is speaking to finding your own balance, okay? Allowing yourself to be heart-centered, allowing you to really step into what you feel you want to do. Especially with the sensitivity and healing, you probably already know, you probably are already practicing, but now it's about how you can make money doing so, okay? Conscious connections, there could be some collaborations that are coming into your life. I would say whoever comes in at this point right now in this energy, trust it to be true, trust it to be safe. I mean, I wouldn't like go and, you know, take out loans with someone, but I would say if someone's coming in wanting to collaborate, wanting to brainstorm with you, cautiously accept that collaboration, meaning don't give all of your, you know, ideas to someone, but work alongside people. Be conscious of who's coming in. And again, with these retrogrades being over, I feel like anyone that's being presented into your life, Venus is technically still in retrograde until the 12th, which is also a full moon in Libra. Libra is the sign for justice and balance. So whatever's coming in, I would say until probably May, June, allow it to be safe, okay? Against the grain, recognize that you are going to be going against the grain, and when you do so, people are going to want to pull you back. We talk a lot about this in What's Your Calling readings. Consciously connected though, But know that outsiders to what you're doing are going to talk shit, hate on you. You know, people do stupid shit when they're jealous or when they don't understand something. There's this uncertainty reduction theory in communication theory that the higher the uncertainty, the higher the anxiety, right? So when people don't understand something, it makes them nervous, it makes them act a certain way. And I am one of these people that is always misunderstood. The point is to allow yourself to get to a point of it doesn't matter how other people feel about you. Also, it's none of your business. You are on a divine path, being led to help make this world a better place through your own gifts, and being able to pay your bills while doing so. That's the goal. That's the thing we're going on here. All right. Okay, maybe you do need to write a book. I'm getting cussed out for telling you not to. The word wants to be written. Maybe you do spoken word, maybe you do short poems, maybe you do something like that. Whatever it is, whatever kind of writer you are. I don't want to look at myself. I know I'm supposed to write a book. I don't have the capacity to right now. Thank you. Is there an option to talk and write a book? I bet there is. Yeah, with AI there has to be. God, I'm so old. Anyway, maybe it is time to write a book. Alright. On that though, I would find a publisher who is radical. Okay? I'm thinking of Cleve Benally's book. When I bought his book, he published with a very radical book publisher. So because you are against the grain, you want your book to be supported. I just saw an author, this blind guy, I don't know if you guys follow him on TikTok, but he wrote a children's book about, you know, accepting people and stuff, and it was a children's book, and he sold it to a bookstore, and they called him and were like, your book has been banned, we are sending it back and taking like 30% of, you know. So make sure if you are writing about your story, writing about things that are being flagged, back up your work on your computer. You may want to use a little older technology. Make sure that the AI can't infiltrate your writing. Why is this coming through? There's a lot of safety needed if you are going to write in these times. I think that's the whole point. Okay? What you want wants you. I don't need to elaborate on that. So keep pushing forward, and anytime you're feeling like it's too much, remember, what you want wants you. What you want is already obsessed with you. What you want is actively seeking you as well. Could be speaking to these conscious connections. Could be love, it could be something else. Maybe there's love and partnership here. Mentorship, whatever it is, partnership, platonic or otherwise. Again, I would say anyone new coming into your life in these times is here to support this. You know, that doesn't mean anytime you look at someone, you know, that's your new sponsor, that person's going to invest in your business, you know, don't go fucking crazy. But I mean, you know, if you're having a conversation and it's flowing and there's reciprocity and, you know, maybe talk about working together on something. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. I like this image. Don't look back in anger. Let the past stay in the past. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. I'm just gonna take these. Okay. And so loneliness. I like this image. Really speaking to the collaborations. You don't have to hold up the whole earth by yourself or the sky by yourself. People are going to be put in your path to help you make this happen. discipline, trust and believe that, and allow it. I remember one day, when we have intention, I talk about intention a lot. Intention's our most important thing when we're manifesting or when we're on a magical or spiritual path. Intention, your own. When we were on the homestead, it was before we moved into town, and we came into town, and I had done this little like affirmation that morning, and I was like, everyone I need to meet today will cross my path. And I was like very positive because it was a very stressful time in my life. And I was like, anyone put on my path is someone I need to meet. Fucking Woodstock ran away that day from the fucking dog park, runs down the fucking street. Okay, there's only like 2 busy streets in this town. He's running down one of them, and some guy stopped, got out of his car, and caught my dog. I had to leave Nyla in the dog park and like run down the fucking street. Great single mom things. But it was because I did that affirmation that man even fucking took it upon himself. Really cool white guy. And he was literally like holding Woodstock in his lap because he was just like, he's a crazy motherfucker. Woodstock. You remember that? Woodstock is not happy that he's a dog in this life. Anyway, so that happened, and that day, so before you leave your house, maybe do that. Think about some things. Did I read Discipline yet? Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. You can put things on whatever you believe, the universe. Did I read Discipline? I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunity that it presents. Staying in a space of gratitude and joy as much as possible, even when shit seems awful, is gonna be really good for your manifestations and intentions, right? Like, that was awful. I had to leave he was 2, 3 at the time, in the dog park alone, and run a block away to get my fucking dog. Okay? I'm only one person. So, remember, everything happens for a reason. If you don't really believe that, practice that belief. You're gonna need it by believing in yourself this much, which I'm gonna have to do today because it's a collective combo I'm gonna do next. So look out for that if this is hard to grasp. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Be more open to curiosity instead of judgment, okay? In humor, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. We can laugh about those things now, right? Forgiveness, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Forgive yourself, forgive your family for telling you can't do shit. Forgive your friends who abandoned you when you needed them. I'm not telling you to go back to that. But let it go. Your throat chakra could be blocked. There could be some things you need to get off of your chest. I always cuss people out when I feel the need to. I do not hold back. I don't recommend anyone holding back. People need to hear that shit. Sometimes you're the prayer that they prayed. Oh Lord, tell me how I can do better. Okay, here you go. Here's a verbal lashing from Ashley. Just remember that everything is cyclical. We all come across each other in times of divinity. And magic is very real. Remember your intentions as pure as they need to be, while also wanting to be able to provide. It's a delicate balance. Live simply so others can simply live. Have a good one.